Say the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow prior to the final battle. You keep all the experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, new game plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning. So loot and skills, blah blah. New game plus load of your current inventory and skills have been created. Playing this mode, simply choose the new game plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. Thank you for playing. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna look at the scene. Okay, I'm watching now. You guys can hear it, but I'm pretty sure I get the gist of it. Yeah, he gets one of the like one of the signals from a machine from Hades during the final fight, and he's like, I don't know. Ah, it's actually Hades himself from the spear. Ah, so he tries to escape. Ah, okay.
Hello, old friend.
Okay.
Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Okay. I didn't miss much, really. I just saw him. I just missed like him flying off. That's it. Crazy. That's cool. Yeah, so basically, I knew Silence was shifty the whole time. He turned out, he's kind of like, they kind of made him out to be not a bad guy in the end. But even though he like wanted knowledge and stuff, but yeah, you can, there was always going to be something a little shifty about him. Anyway, let's do this. Machine repair and dismount strike. Alright. Okay, we can equip these back on. Rattler, no, we want the rope caster. Hang on. Warbow. Rope caster on left. Okay. Alright. Frozen Wilds, here we go. Let's start the quest. There's any side quests I want to do? Not really. Frozen Wilds is what we'll do. Got tutorial stuff. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, go collectibles and stuff. So let's just. Can we like? We can't get rid of the quest, can we? No, we can't. Okay. Well, whatever. That's fine. Accidentally. Okay. Alright, let's just fast travel. I wonder what Silence is going to do with the, like if he puts that in a Horus, that would be like so bad. Because it can just like reproduce and make machines. That'll like really suck. Like obviously he, doesn't want to, like he doesn't want this destruction of the earth. He just wants to know, like who his masters are, like who, like who sent the signal, which is actually I'm curious about as well. So maybe he has this like, maybe he's actually a good guy, but he kind of needs Hades to tell him, like who sent the signal, you know. So then we find out the true bad guy, or maybe he will, or maybe he'll be the hero to stop it. Hey, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if he's like the character, the main character of like another of the DLC or something, of the sequel, or he's I don't know somehow involved in the sequel, or maybe there's like a separate game and he's like the hero, where we gotta like discover where the thing come from, where the glitch of Hades came from, where this outside source signal originated, and we get to find out and stop that. That'd be cool. But once again, Sans is messing
What are you
around
doing,
with
Aloy?
things, so he
This
doesn't
path
understand.
leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Okay.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh?
Ah,
So maybe
what's
the real
science
reason
is?
you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Just a heads up, the DLC is set during the progress of the game. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, from everything you just said, why is there a path here that leads like absolutely nowhere? That's kind of cool. I really like the Banuk like wire threading through the skin. That's fucking cool. I've always thought that. What the hell is that? Like on silence. I've always like wondered. Like, did he do it to himself, or what's that whole deal? And we've never seen the Banuk too much as a tribe. We've seen the Karja obviously the most. Obviously the Shadow Karja are offset of that. We've seen the Nora obviously, that's probably the second most. As well as the Oseram.
This one's a new predator.
Then one
See
export
the heat coming off it.
the yeah, the Oseram. Ooh, that's really cool. That looks sick. Weaknesses. Freeze. Epsilon overrides. A very agile, dangerous combat machine with fire augmented melee attacks and a mounted mine launcher for ranged engagement. Blaze canister. Weakness tear. Okay. Mine launcher. Yep, we can. Okay, so it's basically like a scrapper or whatever it's called. Is it scrapper? Is it scrapper that has the two? Yeah, the scrapper has the two like weaknesses: power cell and the thing. Right. Oh my Jesus! I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Hello? Stop. Jesus, I'm getting wrecked. Oh my god, it just straight up takes out my shields? Holy shit. I can't exactly like target. Hang on, it's way too loud in my oh my god. God, bro. This is insane, what the hell? I can't seem to knock it over, really? Okay, I'm dead. Dude, what a crazy, like, man, I already don't like the speed and the gap closing of the enemy, and here I am having to, like, deal with one of these. I guess I just rope-cast it. But, there's no, like, I don't think there's, like, a quick way to, like, oh, actually, there might be a quick way to deal with it if I do this.
This one's a new predator. See the heat coming off it.
So it does one of those. I see. If I destroy the thing. Was it weak to against Frost? Was it weak to Frost on his body? Wow, dude. For just like the first enemy, this is kind of... Wow, man. It's fucking really annoying. Already, dude. Already annoying. I'll go beat it easily with just webcaster, but... I like to get the blaze off it. Okay. What's this, Oh, I haven't scanned it yet, okay.
This one's a new...
Demonic machine. Scorcher. Its weakness is fire because it's demonic. Its strength is shock and corruption. Wow, isn't that amazing? More powerful and have stronger elemental resistances than their normal counterparts. They are forced to be reckoned with. Well, that sucks. So there's no shock for them. It's got to be ice. At least its weakness is already ice.
See the heat coming off it.
God, bro. Oh, this stupid stump. Get down, fool. Takes so much stuff to... Of course that hits me as well. He always has a double strike there. What am I going to get from this bad boy? No! I didn't mean to... God damn it. Oh well. Wanted to hit it with the stupid Scorcher lens? Okay, nothing great. Hopefully that's not like a very common enemy. Probably is, but I'll get fucking destroyed, dude. Absolutely wrecked. 2 skills, okay. Scorcher lens. I don't know what the hell these are. Are these like man-made? Oh yeah, because they're like... Now I see. I couldn't see that, like the bottom of it before. God damn it. Is this the way to fucking go? No, it's not. Okay, no wonder it's so awkward. I like the aesthetic of this. This is really cool. The glowing lights.
Need them soon enough.
I mean, that guy hit with fire, so maybe there's going to be like fire enemies that are going to be common, which would make sense for like machines to like resist the cold with fire.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna like the mysticism part because mysticism is like, you know, kind of fantasy, spiritual-esque, which is what I like. Ooh, Frozen Wilds, nice title card. Okay, cool.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
I mean, is that really a slight? Because look, as a Nora, we are already in icy area. I mean, I guess here our sacred lands. Wait, hang on a minute. Our embrace. Wait, where's the embrace? Okay, this is the embrace. So I guess we live in like a fertile like area, but I guess, yeah, I don't know. I was about to make an argument that fact that we're also a snowy tribe, but it's only in like certain locations. But we probably have the best like foliage out of all of them, except maybe here. This is like dense forest, so I guess Meridian would be the best. It's right on the edge of like dense forest and like wasteland, like rocky wasteland. So it's not exactly a harsh, it's like hot and warm. Alright. This is cool. Okay, let's go. I'm excited for the DLC, dudes. It's gonna be dope.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
These are dangerous lands, Outlander. Deadly, even.
This isn't Ban-Ur, not quite.
Ban-Ur, I think, is the capital of...
You've come on a dark day,
Banuk,
that's for sure.
if I remember correctly. Which I could be wrong, but... Okay. Dude, we got like
Smoke
straight
rising
up
from the
one-shotted.
mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Smoke rising from here. Is this volcano maybe?
The young hunters have learned a lesson from Thunderstrom. Sometimes, loss is the price of survival. Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. I must believe she will return. You died on Thunderstrom. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Dude, look at their like architecture. Like the tents I get, but this?
He led them to a great challenge.
That's kind of scary, man. The way they make it so spiky and shit.
To return to us.
It's freaking awesome, though.
And yet here we are, waiting.
The Banuk's face paint is kind of similar to Nora's. In a way that some Nora have like a straight up like arrow or like full mark on their side. Song's Edge. So this is considered like a town to them, I guess.
And I will stand with him.
Okay.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Is it going to be like a festival of some kind? I've got so much metal
Shame
shards.
has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Kind of like this, dude. Can I wait? How do I like go freeform? Too good look at? No. Too good grid? Can I not move the thing around? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so I could like move, should I move the camera, but I guess not. Okay, how many saves we got? 3 or 2? 2, okay. This will be the start of the Frozen Wild, so we'll chuck it here.
We still have Aratak to guide us.
Who now? Everybody looking at us like, what the hell?
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Oh yeah, like a ritual dance. They call it. Wait, are these blue? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that looks sick. I want that shit. Give me that.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
A daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools.
Up there? Like where the
little
volcano
advice,
is?
for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum.
Thunder's
So
drum,
they
okay.
march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered. by machines. When Araya vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Okay, let's start with Silence. That'll be
Have
interesting.
you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
The Banuk.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Oh, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Araya is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Araya found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know.
Indigestion.
Araya's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
That's shifty. Sounds fishy.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Araya came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get
Like the
placed.
brave, like a proving
Some
grounds.
Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Oh man, that's interesting. I still don't really understand fully what a Warwick is, so I'll have to see it. Because he speaks about it like a place and a people, so...
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
May you
Aratak
survive
can
and
tell me
prevail.
more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
Talk to Aratak. Yes, sir.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Well, you're useful.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Alright.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
The song has kept me company in your absence.
Okay. Find Naltuk.
The Daemon wants to turn the
where-
machines
where is
against
he?
us. We have to believe that the blue light will prevail.
Way down there, huh? Okay. Oh, we got a special vendor. Interesting. Let's go back up here. Let's check out these vendors. What these
Whatever's
are.
happening in Thunder's Drum.
Check out what these are about. This is the blue gleam, right? Banuk champion bow, power shot bow, and striker bow. Okay, now this 12, 14, and 16. I've only got 4. Okay. Charge up more powerful shots. Alright, so what do I... Okay, so sharpshoot, hunter, sling. I've already got a warbow. Fight elements of power is best used to put targets into vulnerable states, providing a valuable combat advantage. Okay, so it's... I don't remember the original, like, stats of this, but... The new champion bow. To charge up more powerful shots. 50, 50, 80. Get a bowstring drawn in specialized sharp shot to charge it more powerful. Okay, so it's basically the same thing, I guess. It just charges for damage. So this is 80 handling, and then we'll say 50 fire, and then 63 and 90 for the bottom arrow, which is the ones I'm going to use the most. 50, 63, 90. 50, 63, 90. So 50, so that's double for fire, 63 and 90. Definitely a huge increase with damage. And then handling is 80. Handling is 80, okay. Definitely probably going to get this first. Hell shot bow 20. 100. I think that's the same. I think it's the same as what this actually is. Handling 32.
Ram helped them.
We still have our spear. Okay, great. I guess we haven't beat Hades yet, so that makes sense. That's actually smart, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense that we left our spear behind. Let's go through some mods. We only got one. We can sell some of those. Let's check some crafting stuff. We got damage and tear. $60 handling, 12 tear. 65 handling, damage and shock. That's a great one right there. Damage and shock. Handling and damage. Handling tear. Handling damage and shock. Definitely want to put that on something. Maybe this one maybe? Freeze, 37 freeze, 13 shock. Freeze fire, freeze damage. Shock damage and freeze. Handling, 57 handling, 15 freeze. Possibly this one? It'll be 82, increase the shock. But this doesn't, it'll have less freeze. I mean, what else would I put that on? Damage and shock. Besides this. My damage dealing stuff is my sharpshooter bow. And the bomb sling. So probably this is probably going to be the best point to put it. This increase 2 and this will decrease 5. I think that's worth it. Handling damage and shock. I mean, could put it on the tripcaster. Damage and shock. Anyway, what else we got? Ropecaster, oops. 57, 56 handling. Damage, 44 tear. Okay, that's good. Basically full damage, 41, 38, 42. 38 in handling. 38 damage, 38 in handling. Okay. In tear. Shipcaster. Shock damage, fire. C9 fire, 13 shock. That's a good compliment. 13 shock. Fire and freeze. Okay. We've got damage and freeze. This one doesn't really have freeze, but so we can just put on straight damage. But 38 is too much of a decrease. I mean, it's -9. It's not too bad, but we could do handling and damage. But that's way too much. I mean, the handling would be really nice for the tripcaster for sure, because it's so slow. But it's definitely more of a preparation weapon. That is, you know, it's not really good to do it in combat anyway. But handling would be like dope on this weapon. But I kind of like having it really high stats, especially the damage. But no, I don't really use it anyway. But yeah, definitely gonna go for these. Definitely gonna buy these weapons when we're able. So straight ahead we got another vendor. I guess over here somewhere. Yeah.
I'd not get much further than the Grave Horde. That place disturbs me.
All right. Do we actually have anything? No? Okay, they shut up, don't even have like even good shadow stuff. Okay. Banuk Ice Hunter against freeze. I mean, if we got fire enemies, we might get the fire armor, but it don't sell it here. Okay, that's lame. What's our blaze looking like? Really low. Look how much metal shards we have. Holy shit. Let's go up to like close to 300 probably with the blaze. 250 maybe. Okay. 209. Sparker. 492 Sparker. Are you killing me? Are you freaking joking? I don't need that many. Holy shit. You can get rid of that too. Some modifications, sell these. We can sell a bunch. 44, 43, 42 and freeze. Freeze fire, freeze damage, freeze tear. Shock, shock, shock tear. 44. Shock tear, shock damage. 44 corruption. 38 corruption, get rid of that. Handling. Handling freeze, handling damage. Alright, get that one. That one, that one, that one. Resist ranged and corruption. Melee, you can get rid of that. That was the only fire we had, so I probably should have kept that, but oh well. That's fine. Shock, shock. Shock and range, shock and fire. It's only 5 though. But better than nothing. We'll get rid of that one. Corruption, 28 and 5, 24 and melee. Get rid of that. And we got 13 stealth. What are resources we could sell here? Not sure if I actually want to get rid of anything. Guess we can get rid of all this stuff that we need to sell, or that has only one use. That's selling. Not really sure what the what it's gonna look like for the economy in this Frozen Wilds DLC. So some of the old lenses I might have use for. We've got like heaps of space, so you may as well just not sell anything just in case. Like for example, you can't buy anything from here, but these cost different pieces for an armor. So maybe there might be just like a different piece of armor. There might be some new stuff. Okay, and the other one is we go north and then northeast. Wait, northwest, sorry, what am I saying? It's up this way.
No more music, Banukai. When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still
What the hell's with the
small,
subtitles?
it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous
weird.
tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring.
Oh man, that's
You
so
bid me
cool.
come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banukai. We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great. Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banukai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machine